Good morning and welcome back to Margin. This morning I want to talk about part 2 of the 7 steps to downsize your life without anyone noticing. So let's jump right into it. So the 5th component comes down to planning purchases. And this one seems obvious, but so many people are focused in on the instant gratification, even on those large purchases. So you may have wanted to update your kitchen, install that pool, or carry out some other plan. But oftentimes, if you plan that out over a period of time and you actually look at the costs, you count the costs, you look at how you may be able to carry out that plan in a more efficient manner, rather than just wanting to get it done and hiring just whatever contractor you want to utilize in order to get that done. You can actually save a lot of money in that area and have probably even a better result than just hiring someone and letting them go at it. So the 6th component comes down to high quality but used. And especially in a day and age where people want things new and they want them now, and they don't want to wait on someone else's hand-me-downs per se. But I found an article that referred to the initial value of even cars, and of course this is the one that gets a bad rap for the depreciation, but rightfully so. And so with that, it says that your car's value decreases around 20 to 30% by the end of the first year. For years 2 to 6, depreciation ranges from 15 to 18% per year. According to recent data from Black Book, which tracks used car pricing, as a rule of thumb, in 5 years, cars lose 60% or more of their initial value. And I'm going to go into car hacks, transportation hacks in a future theme. But for now, I think what's important is to realize that oftentimes we buy that brand new car to have that high profile image. And if you're still wanting that image for some reason, you can buy a couple-year-old car and have the same effect, or you can own your car for longer and people wouldn't bat an eye at it. So oftentimes we think that people are watching and that people are more concerned about us than they actually are. And this is an area where buying high quality and buying used can go a long way in your personal finances, from not just trying to consistently upgrade and having the newest and best, but actually having something that you're buying after it's hit its initial depreciation curve. But then from that standpoint too, you're not writing it down. You're keeping it for the period of time that makes sense. But beyond that, you're able to enjoy the quality and the luxury maybe of what you want to experience, but at a lower cost. So the 7th and final aspect of helping you to look at your lifestyle from a standpoint of how you can cut costs, how you can reverse course from living beyond your means, but not with necessarily the negative connotation of feeling the impact of other people's opinions with that. And so the last one comes down to renegotiating and looking at insurance policies, looking at those components that oftentimes we never look at. And this is another area that I'll go into further in a future theme. But looking at your insurance policies, from your auto insurance to your homeowners or renters insurance to your life insurance or disability, long-term care, all of those types of things are something that you should be evaluating, looking at on a regular basis, so that you can make sure that those are competitive on an ongoing basis. And that is something that's not forward facing. It's not something that other people would see. It's something that you can evaluate and be mindful of, and something that can drive down your costs pretty significantly without necessarily feeling it. So I organized margin to be a 12-month in-depth transformation process for your personal finances. With that, I focused in on what I call the trifecta, and the trifecta focuses on audit, automate, and augment. So audit is what we're doing right now. We're going through the process of looking at your credit report, looking at things that you may not be accustomed to typically looking at, and looking at those components of your personal finances as they sit right now. Then from that standpoint, you're looking at automating that process so that that is built into your life. That's built into something that you would periodically look at and evaluate, and something that you would build into a process. Then from that point, you're looking at augment. Augment is the last component that really focuses on exponentially improving and increasing the margin in your life so that you're focused in on and that you are investing in those things that truly matter most to you and those things that align with your ultimate vision. So these three aspects, this trifecta, is the approach of moving from defense to offense in your personal finances and growing your personal finances. So my challenge to you today is, what aspects have you maybe moved into prematurely in expanding your life and growing your lifestyle that maybe you can't afford yet? And so if you can't afford them yet, what aspects of these 7 components, these 7 steps, are most helpful to you in applying them to building margin into your personal finances and being able to reverse without people necessarily noticing? If this information is helpful to you, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're reminded to come back here on a daily basis and improve upon managing your personal finances. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.